Very well done.
All right, I'll begin by saying congratulations to the newlywed couple. Olivia, you look gorgeous.
Oh, thanks, Sean.
I've no idea how Ian's done it. He's gone from pensioners in Yates, Halifax at 3 a.m. on Saturday nights to someone who looks like you do today. What an achievement. Bridesmaids, you all look stunning too. I was going to say something about copping off with one of you tonight. Then Olivia told me you've all got boyfriends. You'll be pleased to know that doesn't bother me whatsoever. So I'll see you all at dance floor later. That was a joke, by the way. Don't hurt me. Ian, thanks for choosing me to be your best man. What an honour. We were sat outside a pub on a bench when you asked me, and I'd be lying if I wasn't taken aback. I was sat there thinking, wow, he must really think something of me. Then I realised the bar wasn't so high when he told me Adam had bit the other one. I think the standard thing to do in these speeches is to begin with how we got to know each other. Ian was not always the fit, high-endurance athlete we see before us today. When I first met him at high school, I knew him only as a fat kid and avoided speaking to him through the whole of years 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11. Stop laughing, you're making me laugh. We began to bond during sixth form. Ian's mates were too stupid to get him. Don't worry, none are here today, I have checked. But Ian was forced to hang around with me and the other losers in our school year. He passed his driving test fairly early and he picked me up for school in his mum and dad's car. Kaz and Dave's famous Citroen Picasso. We purchased a high-powered water gun, would drive up to unsuspecting victims, drench them, ruin their day and speed off. One time... One time, we did it to a fellow sixth form student who afterwards burst into the sixth form cafeteria and started having a go at me. "Get outside," he said, "you're dead." But Ian rose to the occasion. And like the true friend he is, sat there like a cat in headlights, shitting his pants, not saying a word. We spent our formative years in the Acapulco nightclub together. In our late teens and early 20s, barely a week would pass we weren't in there. Every Saturday, after his shift at Sainsbury's, Ian would come up to my house, he'd down a bottle of wine, have 5 shots of white Sambuca when he got to town, and subsequently spend the rest of the night with one eye looking this way, one eye looking that way, swaying side to side, not saying a word.
That's our Saturday night, so.
As we got older, we stopped going to the ACCA and began going out in Leeds. And Olivia, I want to tell you a quick story that'll highlight what a caring husband you now have. One night in Leeds, I had gotten extremely drunk. I managed to walk into a wall, slicing off a chunk of my bald head that left me with blood running down my face. We got into a taxi. He told me he wasn't taking me anywhere because of the state I was in. In my moment of need, Ian looked me in the eyes and said, "I'm off." He slammed the taxi door in my face and drove off, leaving me wounded and alone.
Kaz, are you disappointed?
In Ian, I've been very lucky to find someone who shares my weird sense of humour. No matter what we're doing together, we'll always have a good time. In fact, every time we meet, there'll be at least one uncontrollable bout of laughter. One time I can think of in particular where Ian couldn't stop laughing. We were in Amsterdam, walking down the street in broad daylight. And Ian was laughing so hard that he had to lay down and he literally pissed his pants. So, speaking of Amsterdam, we have been on a few holidays together. And I'm going to tell you a few tales about the times we've been away. Starting again in Amsterdam. We'd gone there on the ferry, and after a 2-day heavy drinking session, we were on the boat back, and everyone were ready for bed. Everyone were knackered, tired. But in true Ian Grant fashion, he didn't want the party to stop. He went to the bar and ordered 25 shots of vodka. So many, in fact, that they ran out of shot glasses and had to use tumblers to serve them. As I mentioned before, everyone were knackered, no one wanted to drink. But Ian, not wanting to be wasteful, downed a lot of them. Within an hour, he had collapsed onto the deck of the ship, had to be carried back to his room by medical staff, and was placed under hourly surveillance by the ship doctor. The following morning, we're in the The following morning, we're in the taxi back home from the port we'd arrived in. And Ian, understandably after that amount of vodka, was still blind drunk. And he was wondering why everything was so wet. Why is everything so wet? He was muttering to himself over and over and over again. Ladies and gentlemen, he'd pissed his pants again. So, to make sure there's no accidents tonight, I've got you a special gift.
Oh, God. Thanks so much, mate. It means the world. Thank you so much.
So, we all know and love Ian, but I think we can all agree sometimes he can be a bit stubborn or stuck in his ways. No. When we went to Malia, he refused point blank to wearing his sun cream. Despite repeated warnings from his friends and hotel staff, he claimed sunburn was a myth, invented so you had to spend money on sun cream. I have a vivid memory of Ian stood in the shallow end of the swimming pool, provocatively staring down the sun, arms out, exclaiming, "Feel the burn!" After 2 days, he was covered in 3rd-degree sunburn and spent the rest of the holiday in his hotel room alone with sunstroke. A short tale from Kavos will highlight the intelligence and outside-the-box thinking Ian is capable of. After a standard, unsuccessful night of pulling, we were on our way back to the hotel, bemoaning our luck. All girls here are boring. They're not even drunk. I bet they've all got boyfriends. Were some of the many excuses we were making for ourselves. All of a sudden, Ian stopped in his tracks, and his eyes lit up as if he had a brilliant idea. He turned to me and said, "Wait, we could just pull each other," and leaned in to kiss me. Olivia, things could have been so different.
You might have been saying it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. After spending the majority of our 20s together pissed up, I think it's fair to say, in our old age, we've mellowed a bit. And Olivia, the impact you've had on Ian has been unmistakable. He's grown from immature kid to loving family man, and I will forever resent you for it. Yeah, jokes aside, you make a wonderful couple. And you have a beautiful family with Harry and Monty.
Money.
The bond is formed with you all. It's special, and the commitment I've seen from him to you all underlines what a great man he is. He's the first person I call when I'm in trouble or need a chat, and he's always there for me. Olivia, the man Ian has become while being with you is what I'm proud to call my best friend. On that note, if everyone can raise a glass and wish the new Mr. and Mrs. Grant a happily ever after.
Yeah, great.
Cheers.